Hello everybody, how are you? And again, how are you? Hope you're well, hope you're keeping in extremely good health and in perfect happiness. Today we're going to talk about feminine energy and how it affects everyday style and why it's important to actually lean more into our feminine energy, because the more you are in your feminine energy, it means you're no longer performative, you're no longer trying to fit in, but instead you just want to go back in your body and just have that self-expression that doesn't require validation. Last week we mentioned fascia movements and how the world says, oh, not Rihanna, sorry, Shakira seems to be aging backwards. And like I said, the reason why is because she is doing fascia movements with every hip drop, every dance move. And oh, my light died. Oh my god. Okay, the show must go on. So consider movement. You also do your fascia so that you have that much coveted and much loved je ne sais quoi, because you need your essence, you need your energy, you need things to flow when you put on whatever it is that you're putting on. So fascia movements are a good place to start. All on our gadgets and everybody's dressing alike, looking alike, sounding alike, doing the same hobbies, and we have lost our je ne sais quoi along the way. There's no oratorical way to sort of, I would say, articulate what is happening in the world, but we are morphing into the same person. And the more we do that, the more we conform and the more we click on the link, and the more we conform, we're not just becoming happier, but we're becoming sad as well, because I feel like nothing is working. Why? Because it is not the things that we are conforming to, or conforming, the versions of ourselves that we are conforming into are further removed away from our true essence, right? So we have all positively become jaded with comment, and I'll send you the link, and it's exhausting, isn't it? There's a psychological term called aesthetic distance. This is when you're reading a book and then you have a visceral connection to the protagonist, or maybe someone in the movie or in a show really speaks to you, and the gap is narrow, but also there are times when the gap is just further away. I mentioned A Quiet Style, Bridget, and what's your sister's name, Daniela, and how far removed they are from me, because they're in New York and it's a completely different lifestyle. Do I relish partaking in their daily activities? I'll give a like here, a heart there. I like that. But do I subscribe to everything that they sell, the links? I do not, because the aesthetic gap is so further away from us. It doesn't make sense for me to purchase whatever they're selling. No, that is not good. It's fantastic, obviously, but it doesn't make sense for me. So whereas if I keep on buying that and buying that, it doesn't work for me, because I'm not even in New York. We've got completely different lifestyles. So therefore, it doesn't make sense. So this is what we're doing. We're losing our essence. And the more we do the click, and then we think that it's going to somehow be the magical pill that is going to poof, inject so much confidence in ourselves, we are going to be so massively disappointed, because different body types, different locations, all those things, they do play a massive part. So with each and every purchase, this is how we end up sowing seeds of doubt in ourselves, because I'm going to put on what A Quiet Style is wearing and it's not looking nice on me, or maybe I don't have anywhere to wear it. I'm going to be pissed off with, I'm going to be not pissed off, sorry. I'm going to have doubts, right? I'm going to have that feeling of dissatisfaction, because it's not doing what it's supposed to. It's not hitting as it should, right? And chances are because everything is click and buy, and then there's nothing better than your order is out for delivery. I mean, you get that dopamine hit, and it's exciting, and it's exciting. So we go back and we do it again because we are looking to narrow the gap, because I have to feel like that and look like that, or maybe what I was seeing, what I was looking at the screen, this is how I want to look like and feel like, but it doesn't always translate that way. So the system is extremely clever. And then you'll be like, oh, but that's supposed to be me.
Oh my God, wait, this is me. No!
I'm supposed to feel that way. I'm supposed to look that way. But it's about the system, isn't it? And the more we buy, the more unhappy we become, the more insecure we become. Someone somewhere is benefiting off that. So we need to just stop being gluttonous altogether, consuming all these things in a gourmetizing manner, and nothing, absolutely nothing is satisfying us. And before we know it, we fall in the comparison trap, and it is just a shame, isn't it? So that's how the system is designed. The house, like what Brendan Flowers said, the house will always win. And the more we do that, the more we don't feel that much more feminine, because once again, the gap is just too wide. And yeah, so narrow the gap by going back to your essence. So how do we increase the feelings of having a higher self-esteem, of having contentment? Because there's no way contentment and gratitude can live in the same room. They don't live together. The more you're dissatisfied, it means there's something to correct, there's something to prove, and we have to keep on chasing and chasing and chasing. And there's no feminine energy in that. So whereas if we have contentment, chances are we can easily shop our own wardrobe. We can easily come up with formulas that actually work, not in the manner of Mark Zuckerberg with the black t-shirt and blue jeans. Although Mark, my Taurus brother, he has been experimenting with his style, and I think it's really awesome. It's really cool. And Steve Jobs used to have the same uniform, but not on that level, because we are not running multi-billion-dollar tech companies, are we? So instead, by coming up with our own formulas, I mean, know what works for your body type, and whatever clothes really make you feel like your confident self, double on that. Don't be ashamed to double on that. I wear the different variations of the same outfit almost twice or 3 times a week, literally. I have a very dainty upper body, so that's what I love to show, the décolletage, a little bit of cleavage. I'm not big on showing cleavage, and the back, and also the midsection as well. I love showing a bit of an ab, because I've been in the gym, right? So whatever it is, whatever formula that works for your body type, double down on that. You have buy it in different colors, especially jeans. Jeans are extremely tricky, and that's where you should spend most of your money, because your jeans, you can wear them over and over and over again, and they need to be higher on the cotton side and less on the stretchy, on the spandex side. And you can easily downplay the parts of your body you don't like. I don't like to show my butt because I've got a huge butt for a small girl. That's why I prefer the upper body. So play up what you like, accentuate your waist. If it's the cleavage that you want to show, if it's legs, just don't show everything at once. Like for example, what I'm doing, and then I'm showing leg, and then I'm showing the cleavage. Unless if you're going to a beach party, then by all means, nothing will actually suffice as well. But we're not going to the beach party, are we? So if you wanted to look more feminine, more eleganza, choose at least minimum 2 body parts. Then this way you can actually create a little bit of mystery, and also it just looks more tasteful. The foundation is so important. Again, this is where you can also spend more money on foundation, as in the proper undergarments. Another video, again, we spoke about bras and how important it is to look after the girls. That also includes not just the proper bra for a proper blouse or a certain dress. If you're wearing a deep cut dress, obviously you need to wear a bra that, you know, like one of those that you can those cups, so that this way your dress can actually show the V nicely. Or if you're wearing something like what I'm wearing, you need a strapless bra. You don't need bra straps. And also, what are those called? The spandex. Fantastic, especially if you're going to wear, let's say, Zara. Zara does have brilliant summer dresses. They slip-on dresses. They bring them back time and time again. So sometimes they look really nasty because the undergarments are not really supporting the dress. So if you can wear those spandex thingies, those skims things, yeah, underneath. I need to invest in one. Actually, I don't have a pair. I need one. I've got a dress that actually requires it, and it makes a massive difference, and your dress can actually look that much more expensive. Depending on body types, you know, you have the hourglass, you have the inverted triangle, you have the triangle, you have rectangle. And also you've got shapes that are in between as well, because sometimes when you observe, especially if you love people watching, you can see, you'll be like, what body type is that exactly? So there are times when you can't really tell what body type it is. So that's why it's important to always follow the desires of your heart and really quench your soul's thirst according to the capacity, according to your measurements. So if you buy something and it's too long, I always say better bigger than smaller, because if it's bigger, then you have you can snitch it in, you can get it tucked in, you can get it hemmed up, you can get it cut and then create a scrunchie. I love that. I love, or a headband, and just be creative with it. So better bigger than smaller. Then you can tailor make it. You can really get it measured according to your proportions, because not all hourglasses are created equal, right? And also because of the height. I've always mentioned that if you're a petite 65 kilo in terms of height and a petite 45 kilo, completely different, right? Completely different body types, yet they're, according to the height, they're deemed as petite, but in terms of weight, the other one not so much, the other one is. So clothes will look different on both of them. It's all mental, right? And the more gluttonous we become, the more we consume in this garmentizing manner, it means we're going to just accumulate clothes, and everything is energy. This is why women in the 90s in particular, they had that je ne sais quoi, because they understood everything we mentioned, and more so they only had what they really needed, right? So every time we accumulate, it means it's energy that is stuck. And remember, energy must flow. So if you're not wearing those things that we're accumulating, it's energy, and you don't want that stuck energy. Better to just give it away so that you can create space and to have things that genuinely work for your body type, and without conforming, and also just be content, because what's new, what's exciting, what's over the fence, let's wait for the next video so that we can get a bunch of the clicks, and what can we buy, all those things. It is all energy, and if it's not flowing, it is stagnant. And if it's not stagnant, chances are the feminine energy is not going to flow. So better think of your body type, and obviously cloth cognition, and have fun with what you have. Less comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. It is an act of violence against self. So gratitude and comparison, they cannot coexist together. Just like dissatisfaction, it cannot coexist, because something better is always going to come. In my culture, they used to say the beautiful ones are not yet born. So chances are there's going to be something better all the time. Whereas if we are satisfied and content and really are just relying on our feminine energy, on our intuition, chances are we'll be the happier and more stylish versions of ourselves. That being said, love one another, take care of one another, and and be kind to one another if nothing else. I shall be seeing you in my next video. Bye.